Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome freaking back. As you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail of this video, we are doing our non-spicy book recs. Now someone's overcompensating for a very small penis outside of my house right now, so that's super cool. But yeah, before I was so rudely interrupted by Thad, Brad, and Chad, yeah, we're doing a non-spicy book rec, and if you guys did not see, last weekend we posted a spicy book recs. So this is part 2 of that video where we are posting non-spicy book recs. So let's go ahead and get into this video with book number 1, The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. This book was so cute. Basically, our main characters are Nate and Bree, and they have basically put each other in the friend zone accidentally. They have been friends since childhood, and they both really like each other, but neither of them have said anything about it. So Nate makes a cheat sheet to get his girl. So this book was really cute. There's no spice in this at all. Everything that is spicy is closed door, so you don't see or you know what I mean. Okay, and then the next on this list is the Caraval trilogy. I enjoyed this series. I could have gone without book 2. I think book 2 was kind of just a filler book in my opinion, but these books were fantastic. I loved all of our characters, and I loved the plot of the story where the island of Caraval only shows up every, I think it's 100 years. Every 100 years this island shows up, and yeah, this book is insane. I would compare it to The Hunger Games, and I guess you could just say it's The Hunger Games, but make it magic instead of just purely based on your skill set. It is, everyone can be invited. But yeah, these were great books. The next ones on my list, these ones were recommended to me by my sister-in-law. These are werewolf romances, and they are not spicy at all, but this is the Shiver series by Maggie Stiefvater. She's got a new book coming out this summer, and I'm so excited. But yeah, these books, like I said, are werewolf romances. They are so freaking cute. No spice at all. Once again, if there is spice, it's closed door, but I don't remember there being any closed door spice in this either. My battery is about to die. Hold on. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, these are really cute werewolf romances. I literally devoured these books. Like, it did not take me long to get through them at all. They are YA, kind of juvenile in a way. They're set in high school, so if you can get over the age difference between, you know, a 27-year-old versus a 16-year-old, you can definitely get through these books, and I would recommend them absolutely. This book I read a few years ago, fell in love, had to watch the TV show, have reread or rewatched the TV show, have literally listened to this album front and back, upside down. So good. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This book is lightly based on Fleetwood Mac. I'm not saying that everything in this book is factual to Fleetwood Mac, but I'm almost 100% certain that this is lightly based on Fleetwood Mac. Our main female character, Daisy, she's really young. She's in California. She really wants to make it big. So she starts doing the thing and working her ass off. And this person ends up putting her in a band because they think that she could help out the band a lot, and the band is missing this one thing, and she is the one thing the band is missing. This book was fantastic, and yeah, like I said, the show is so fantastic. It follows the book pretty much down to a freaking T, except there are a little bit of changes, but nothing that really made me so upset that I couldn't get through it. And I, like I've said, watched it again, and I listened to the album on Apple Music all the time. Next are Ashley Poston, 7 Year Slip, and The Dead Romantics. Really, any Ashley Poston book, she is purely closed door romance, and usually I am like, where's the smut? Where's the smut? But with these ones, the plot really makes up for the lack of smut, if that makes sense. Not to say that there's not smut, it is closed door, but these books are fantastic. These are the only 2 books I've read by Ashley Poston, but I have enjoyed every single sentence I have read by her. This one follows Florence Day. She's a ghostwriter for a like super famous romance author, but she has just gotten through a breakup, so now she does not believe in love herself. So she is having pretty much a writer's slump where she cannot write romances because she doesn't believe in it. She gets a new editor. The editor is like, I need this now. Well, her dad dies, so she has to go back home, and while she is at home, a ghost shows up at the front door of her parents' house, and so the story goes. And this book was so good. 7 Year Slip follows Clementine, and I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, but I'm pretty sure his name is Ewan. Ewan. It's Iwan. Ewan. I think it's Ewan. But anyway, this follows Clementine and Ewan. Clementine lives in this apartment slash house slash just living arrangement situation that she's got going on, but the apartment that she lives in can go 7 years in the past or 7 years in the future if you are in the past. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Anyway, Clementine goes to take a nap one day. She wakes up to a random man in her apartment, and yeah, this book was so good. I definitely want to reread this one this year. This one was so good. So good. Next, I'm so excited. I am rereading this book literally this weekend. It is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. This book is so good. This book is so good. This follows Marcellus and Tova. Tova is a janitor at a aquarium, and Marcellus is an octopus who is in said aquarium, and Marcellus knows something that Tova doesn't, but Tova has been living her life needing answers that Marcellus might have the answer to. So this book was so good. It was so twisty-turny, and literally there's no smut in this book. It was just such a good book. Next is A Man Called Ove, or Ova. I think it's Ova. I'm pretty sure it's Ova, but A Man Called Ova. This book follows an old man named Ova, and he basically is trying to end his life, but he keeps finding himself not able to do so because people are trying to interject themselves into his life. And then he starts gaining relationships with these people, and now he might be having a hard time trying to figure out what his next step in life is supposed to be, because he was ready for it to end, but now maybe he's not so ready for it to end anymore. And the last book on this list is The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer. This book, 100%, look up every single trigger warning for every single one of these books. Do not go into these books blind if you have things that could trigger you. This book is so good. This book follows Christopher and Lucy is a elementary school teacher, and Christopher is in foster care, but he is really needing someone to adopt him, and well, who does he love the most? Lucy. But what happens is Lucy is a single woman who's financially unable to raise a child by herself, so she is having issues adopting Christopher. But they get a letter from Jack Masterson, who is the author of their favorite book series called the Clock Island series, and basically Lucy is invited to Clock Island to go compete for the only copy available of the last book in the Clock Island series. This book was so sweet. I loved this book so much. The way that I would go back in and reread this book right now. And it's a really short book, actually. 301 pages. That's a really short book, but yeah, 10 out of 10. So yeah, let's go back through. The Wishing Game by Meg Schaefer. A Man Called Ova by Frederick Bachman. Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The Shiver series by Maggie Stiefvater. The Caraval trilogy by Stephanie Garber. And The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. You guys. Oh, this one's gonna be messy. Ah! So, these are all of our I think I saved it. These are all of our non-spicy book recs. If you guys have any non-spicy book recs that I did not mention, please leave them down in the comments. If you have read these books and agree with me, leave that down in the comments. If you disagree with me, leave that down in the comments. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment downstairs. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.